Hello. I know I'm in Wax Nerds, but I know I am. But I'm still gonna check. Hi guys. Okay, yes, I'm in Wax Nerds. Hi. I am Amy. I'm the leader of Wax Nerds. So if y'all don't know that, then you're floating this video somewhere else. That's who I am. I want to talk really quickly about front loading. Super quick, because I'm not going to stay on here long. I got a lot going on today. So, front loading yesterday on Wax Nerds, I shared, I had stepped away and gone to the coffee shop, which ended up being actually very distracting. Oh, only because the coffee shop that I went to locally is attached to a church. It's like not their front, but like that's another way that the church has funding. And they were doing a lot of marriage counseling stuff, and I was like, okay. And nothing against the way that they were doing things, but my brain did say, do we not have an office to do this? I personally wouldn't want my stuff floating out and about. But you know what? Cool. I did get distracted though. And that was the whole point of going to the coffee shop, was so I didn't get distracted. But that's okay. So I've posted, I'm answering that in just a second. I did post yesterday my little picture of my system, and then I posted the picture of the system in the comments. We're going to go over that. I'm going to explain that because I feel like that confuses people. So, with that being said, front loading. What is front loading? Let's talk about what it is, and let's talk about how we do it. What's front loading? Front loading is prepping for your next month. I think this is one of the smartest things and one of the most untrained things that we talk about. Like, I don't feel like this is something that gets talked about enough outside of like my leader's page. So prepping for your month is so important. So years ago, I'm gonna branch off for a second because this is also something else that you see me talk about a lot too. Years ago, before Aaron and I bought our house, before we had kids, we were in some crazy, awkward like situations with debt. And we did the Dave Ramsey program. And that really resonates with me when it comes to front loading, because with Dave Ramsey, you have like a layout that you do where you create what are your bills, what are they going to be, and then off to the side, your reality is there too, right? Your reality of, yeah, right. We might have put aside $300 for groceries, but we spent more. So did that come from a different area? Did your budget come from a different area? Front loading for me is kind of like that. So I like really have a pretty decent understanding of the front loading and how it's not always going to be perfect. But this is your prep. So this is like, if you know what Dave Ramsey stuff is, then you probably are following along. If you don't, feel free to go Google it. We still do some of those things. But this is what this is. So I posted this in the comments yesterday. I'll try to remember to post it in the comments today too. I am not a Canva girly. I am always going to tell everybody that there's an old way that I create stuff that I feel is outdated. But if you want to learn how to do it, I will gladly help too. Anyway, so this is just my quick, simple, it's called the monthly goal tracker. Kind of might change that and make it a different name. Because yes, we're tracking goals and that's what we want to do, but it's also could be like a goal highlight or something else. So anyway, that's irrelevant right now. So this top part is PRV tasks. This bottom part is sponsoring tasks. You see my PRV tasks? You see where our sponsoring tasks are? You see how one's filled out and the other one's not yet? Don't do what Amy does. Do as Amy says. You need, if you are here only to do PRV, if you are not here to sponsor teammates, if you're not here to create a team, then don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Focus on your PRV. I'm here to do both. I'm here to do both. I'm here to show that Cincy can change our lives. I also, the one that I posted in the comments is updated to the new 250 PRV active number. So just be aware of that. That is updated too. So The bubbles to the side are your PRV. I love whenever I hit, this is February's. I love that I can, whenever I come in, 1 or 2 days a week, I look at this just to kind of keep myself accountable. I love it whenever I'm like, oh yes, I hit 1,000 PRV. I can mark that bubble off. I love doing that. I am just mark it off. I'm that person. I'm a list person. I'm a mark it off person. So that's what this is. So my PRV tasks are going to be different than your PRV tasks necessarily. Not everyone parties. Not everyone parties. I do try to. My goal is 8 parties a month for new hosts, for repeat hosts. I have been with Cincy for 5 years. So I have the opportunity to go back and look at 6 months ago who partied 6 months ago. I also have the ability to go back a year ago to see who partied a year ago. The new host you're trying to get from those parties. So each month I try to do at least one fundraiser. I have not had a fundraiser since November, which I've tried. And it can be just something very simple. It doesn't have to be a crazy fundraiser, but I do try to do a fundraiser, try to do 8 parties. Cincy Club changes each month. So I go in, you can go into your orders and you can scroll down and go to Cincy Club. You can see what Cincy Clubs are coming out for your following month. You can also typically see if they've skipped it already. A lot of the times you'll know by then if they've skipped it. So my Cincy Clubbers, I go in and I estimate the PRV on that. Mystery crates. I do try to do mystery crates. Some months I get more than others. Some months it's more. I try to do 8 mystery crates. That's what I try to do. I try to make that like an active, by itself, an active party. And then on here, I wrote fundraiser. But then on here on the stars, I said January, February. Go back to last January, February. And then go back to last June, July. Hosts to see if anybody's like ready to start. February parties will be getting, it was up here because I was working on them. February party hosts will be getting a tackle box, a quote tackle box. This is for the new catalog because we as consultants, we will have access to our kits February 1st. If you don't know about that, we'll talk about that. This kind of sort of front loading because we could talk about it. Transition month is February. You can order your kit February 1st. Typically, we have like a $65 to $70 kit that comes with brochures, stickers, testers. Sorry, Aaron distracted me. Testers and something else. And then if you have a team and you have local teamies, see if anybody can also, if each of you can purchase one of the other kits. Like you can get like the body. It depends. I'm saying this out loud. I don't know what they're actually going to offer. We'll find that out here in probably a week or two. Usually they offer a clean bundle kit, a body care bundle kit, a wax bar bundle kit. So if each of you can put some money together and order the kits, you can divide that up and stuff. Anyway, my point of saying all that is they'll get a catalog. This will be a new one. Brochure, catalog, all of it. I use those interchangeably. Some don't. They'll get a smaller cotton cleanup from me. They'll get a sample of washer whiffs, the new washer whiffs. Typically that's the goal. Again, we don't actually know what's going to be coming out, so I may be biting the bullet on this too soon. And then they'll get like a counter clean sample or a Cincy Fresh. It depends. Sometimes I really do I love to be able to show off new products too. So like last year for the catalog, we got Cincy Swipes. We thought we were getting dryer sheets, but dryer sheets didn't come until the fall. But we got Cincy Swipes. So I sampled out Cincy Swipes for this. This is from the Dollar Tree. This is literally a tackle box from the Dollar Tree. It has all these different compartments. They also will get one of each scent sticker from me. And I just cut the stickers. I just cut them and put them on like a binder ring. And then I just stick it in here. So they'll get a couple of different things. They'll get a bunch of different little things from me. If Stitch doesn't stay in the catalog, ? We don't know. if there's a different collection coming and I have that wax bar on hand, I'll make a sample of that and put it in here. If we have a new scent coming in Counter Clean that we've had in wax bar before and I have that wax bar on hand, I might not necessarily sample out the actual cleaner itself. I might just sample out the wax bar and put like a coming as a cleaner or something. I haven't made these yet because we don't have the products. But my hosts, front loading, going back to the front loading, my hosts that host in February will get one of these. Because my Scentsy Clubbers are what give me my leadership PRV. So, which is 500 PRV. With that being said, that is part of the PRV front loading. That's what this is. If you have not downloaded the Scentsy Connect app, y'all, it takes 2 minutes. Please go in there and download that. Go download that. Because that's going to give you all your follow-ups. That's going to tell you who's ordered, what party they ordered from. It'll show you their order. All the things. I still also sometimes utilize a party system. A pen and paper system. So this is on the top of Wax Nerds. I'm adding this to YouTube. I will try to add the doc to it, but y'all please make a copy. Don't go in and edit anything. Please make a copy. The top, these need to be edited. I know they need to be edited, but this is my like paper system. I don't really want to show people's names. You can't read that anyway, because your girl's handwriting's super sloppy. But this is the date they ordered, their name, the party they ordered from, their Happy Mail. This is how I keep up with Happy Mail. This is how I keep up with like, oh, I haven't talked to you in a minute. So let me like go back in here. But the bubbles, the boxes say, after a month. I don't love the time frames on these. So the next box is, do we love our order? The next box is, do we need a refill? If we love our order, I typically talk about Scentsy Club at this point. Are we loving our order? Because if you love this order, make sure that whatever wax bars that you are obsessed with, add them to a Scentsy Club. But later on, if we haven't hit, in 4 months, if we haven't gotten a Scentsy Club from them, I talk to Scentsy Club again. Most of these conversations I've already had before these boxes dates come up, but it's just another reminder. Oh, you know what? I haven't talked to them about a party in a couple months. Let me try again. Let me talk to them again. Maybe we're offering this amazing collection, or maybe we're offering something, or maybe I've come up with some smart idea to get a host. Who knows? But that's what I love about this. That's why I keep a paper system. I also like to keep a paper system because I do a lot of local orders, and because I do a lot of local orders, that helps me stay connected with this. Also in my phone, when they order and I send them a text real quick through like Scentsy Connect, or if I'm sending them a text in general, a lot of the times I'll go in and I'll change their contact information. I'll put their first, last name, what party they ordered from, are they local to me, did they love like flash sale, that kind of stuff. So that when it's time for me to go back through and front load, sometimes it's just easy. If I'm in the car, y'all, these are those moments for me. I can't tell you how many times I've been in the car and I don't have internet, or like my phone's not working right. I can go back into my contacts though, and I can type in local, like, oh, I know I need to work for a few minutes, but I need to be able to grasp that. Y'all, I get very distracted. I'm probably undiagnosed ADHD. And my husband always laughs at me when I say that. It's probably true. Mom brain. He is diagnosed with ADHD. And you can't tell me that we don't have the same tendencies. Yours is more just dishes. He leaves cabinets open and dishes everywhere. I am the mom that has, all of us, I think we all have this tendency. We went into the laundry room to transfer the washer stuff to the dryer. But then halfway through, we realized, oh, I forgot to go do this real quick. Let me go do that. And then, oh, while I'm in here, I might as well go ahead and fix this. Oh, I might as well do that real quick. Oh, the bus is here. Oh, I got to go get the girlfriend off the bus. And then my child, we call her, I'm just randomly call her girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend. Get back to the house. And then the next thing I know, I'm like, I never moved the stuff over. Oh my gosh. So yeah, anyway, with that being said, I do that all the time. So if I need to sit down and I've got 15 minutes, y'all, your system that you use needs to be quick. It needs to be quick. And I am not always organized. This takes organization. So anyway, back to the point of, so yesterday I got very distracted at the coffee shop, extremely distracted, because there was a lot going on and my brain was like, do we not have an office for this? And Amy, don't you have a Scentsy office? Yeah, I do, but I get really distracted at home. So yesterday I picked up my phone and I said, you know what? I got one of my blank documents. I whipped that out and I went into my phone and I typed in Scentsy. All my Scentsy customers come up under my contacts. Sometimes the workstation doesn't want to work for me. Scentsy Connect didn't want to work for me at one point yesterday either, but it did end up working. So I'm not focusing on the negative. I'm just saying I had a quick moment and I was like, I'm going to go in here. I need to put in a local order Monday. I probably should put in a local order Monday. We don't know what's dropping Monday. Now we might, because it's 10 o'clock now. So if we have something dropping Monday, now the news tab is probably updated. But at the moment, I was like, let me go ahead and start like marketing for my local order. I need to go ahead and put my local order in. All my locals, when I type in local in the search box at the top of my contacts under my phone, all my people that have ordered locally come up. They all pop up. And I'm just like, what's the last text message we had? What's the last text conversation? That may not be very organized. Chloe may be like, yeah, why are we doing this to people? Y'all may be like, why is she marketing this? Because sometimes I just don't have it in me. I can't tell you how many times I've been floating around and I don't have this with me. I'm like, oh, my system is upstairs, or oh, my system is at home, but I need to message people. I need to talk to people. This is my system that I try to come back to a few days a week. That's the answer to that. I try to come back to this a few days a week. What have I maybe done over the last few days? Have I talked to somebody? Did I give somebody a sample pack? Did I go grab Starbucks and gave somebody a sample, a goodie? I call them smile packets, happy packets. So that's what this is. Then at the bottom, this is the next section of this. You need to also front load who you're talking to about Scentsy. Not just buying Scentsy, but joining Scentsy. That huff was just a huff. That was not a noise, I promise. I can't tell you how many people have joined our team finally after me talking to them for forever. Ashley's one of them. Michelle is one of them. Y'all were watching at one time. Hey, Bree, she was watching too. I have had... It's not always going to be an instant transaction, and I think that that's where the sponsoring frustrates people. I really do. I think that's where the sponsoring frustrates people. I'm not going to talk about that part today. I'm going to talk about the front loading of it, because dream team list, your dream team list. This is on here. This is part of my front loading. This is on that system as well. Y'all, again, not a Canva girly. This is not something you can edit. I have a Google Doc for it if you want to print them off, but it's not something you can edit because I don't have a link, because of how I do things, it's not through Canva. Again, outdated, but I'm being fully transparent, and I want to be the leader that shares the things that I do, but I'm not always going to have a document that you can edit. I love you, but if you know how to do Canva, feel free to edit stuff. Feel free to go in and make something similar and then add it. Yeah, that's part of being a leader and part of being a team player. I'm not an asset when it comes to the marketing part of things. I'm not an asset, but we have teamies who are. That's when we pull our stuff together, and if somebody's really amazing at one thing and somebody else is really amazing at another thing, then we need to come together. We are not in middle school. We're not in middle school. We're not going to have one person do everything and then everybody else take the benefit off of it. I'm not here for that. Moving on. That's just a little keynote that I'm going to always say. Your dream team list. I have 2 people that have actually joined off of this dream team list, so I need to mark them off. I need to update the dream team list. I didn't get to this yesterday. This is part of my day today because this is Team Thursday, and this is the things that I focus on. Make your list of people who you think would either do really well, who you connect with, maybe people you don't connect with. It's okay to have people on your team you don't connect with. It's okay if they're not maybe like your maybe y'all's hobbies are different. I don't mean connect as in like you don't like each other, but like your hobbies are different, or your political differences are there, or your lifestyle differences. I like diversity. I like personality diversity. I love to watch people. I love to observe. I love to see how people interact with each other. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm going to love you no matter what your choices are. I love it. I think it's neat. Whatever the situation is. Come make your list. 10 people. Today. If you're watching this and it's a random day during the week, it doesn't matter. Print your dream team sheet and make a list of 10 people who you thought would be really amazing at Cincy or a really good asset to your team. And ask them. Y'all, we have a $20 join special. I can't tell you the last time we had a $20 join special that comes with this much stuff in the kit. That's why I'm like, yeah, that's like a $100 kit. There's a good bit of stuff in that kit. We got $20 to start Cincy this month. Why would we not share it over and over and over again? 3 teammates on Wax Nerd's team have already shared it this morning on their VIP pages. Get off the VIP pages if that's not what your thing is. Like if you don't have a VIP or if you post on your regular, go post that, y'all. $20 to join Cincy is nothing. Nothing. I always talk about it. I joined Cincy for $15. My first paycheck was $352. I put no money into it because I didn't have any. Our car payment was $350 exact. I paid our car payment in the month of November when I joined Cincy. That was a big deal for us. That was a big deal. So you never know what it's going to turn into for some people. You just don't ever know. So dream team. Go find, you don't have to have 8 parties. Do 1 party a week. Find 4 hosts for February. 4 hosts for February. Amy is already changing numbers. We're just automatically going to the new changes. We're not going to be upset about the changes. We're not going to be mad about the changes. We're gonna go with the flow with changes. Because if we get upset about it, we're not going to go anywhere. We're not going to grow. We're not going to do what we need to do. Everybody has to grow at some point. So $250 for each party. For each party. That's like 1,000 PRV. Oh God, I'm going to be wrong on that, but y'all come at me, tell me I'm wrong. But like, that's an amazing month right there. Plus, if you get one teammate to join and they hit 200 PRV, 250 PRV, 250, you're right at lead. You're right at getting paid at title for your lead title. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's just 4 hosts, 4 active parties, 1 teamie. I do more because I am higher up in leadership in that sense, but I still treat my business like I'm a lead consultant because lead is when we really started like, oh snap, this is actually not that difficult. When I hit lead, I was like, oh, I can't tell you how many of y'all have been so close. And once you hit it, your brain will be like, oh, okay, I can do that. Yeah, you can. So I do that every month. I try to come back and treat my business like I'm a lead consultant every month. 2 teammates. I want 2 teammates. 2 teamies a month. 2 teamies a month is how I try to look at it. Your girl's goal for PRV is 2,500. It's always been 2,500. Now they've bumped me up, and now I'm at the the 2,500 is like the base for the PRV bonus, and I'm like, oh no. So, but we gotta grow. That's a good thing. I don't know if a lot of people feel that way about that, but that's a good thing because now if my goal is 2,500 PRV and I hit that every month, I'm automatically hitting annual sales, which is a whole other video. So front load, figure out where you want your parties, follow-ups, do your follow-ups, and ask. Y'all just ask people. Ask. Grayson is somebody. Y'all, I've never met Grayson in person. Hey girl, I know you popped on. I've never met her in person. I've never said hello to her. I've never hugged her in person. I met her through a Cincy party. I met her through, she was actually an old teamie too. But I met her through a Cincy party, and I messaged her every once in a while to see, hey, would you want free Cincy? Is that something you'd be interested in partying? Just ask. Y'all, it's okay. You know how many no's I got yesterday asking people to party? I got a lot of no's. I didn't get not one party booked. I went to the coffee shop and this is just transparency. I tried to sit and front load my month for February. It's not going to happen in one day. It might. It didn't happen for me in one day. That's okay. I just got to keep asking and keep talking to people. And then Eventually I'll get my amount of parties that I need, and I'll get my newbies that I get so excited to talk to and share Scentsy and show them how much it can change stuff. So this was a very squirrely video, just letting y'all know, but I'm aware. If you have questions, please text me. Y'all, I'm an open book. Please text me. I always do tell you to know your resources, though. If you've been with Scentsy for longer than a year, your first resource is Wax Nerds and/or Workstation. If you're not under me, your sponsor is your next. And then if you really need anything, you can always text me. If I'm your sponsor, definitely text me. But yeah, we're here to be a team. I'm here to give the resources. I'm here to tell you what I do. Take it, leave it, love it, change it. I don't care. I want you to do what you need to do. That's part of being Scentsy. We're authentic. We can be authentic. We can be ourselves. If this is not how you want to do things, don't stress about it. But I do need to learn your personality a little bit better so that we can brainstorm a little bit. You got to brainstorm. So, getting off here. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And it's Thursday, so we're close to the weekend. So have a great weekend. Bye.